Tonight, on the most unintentionally hilarious emotional apocalypse you'll ever witness, we dive into the tragicomic love triangle of Jasmine, Matt, and Gino, a story that began with whispers, tears, and promises that absolutely no one should have made, and has now exploded into a full-scale romantic meltdown. Buckle up, because this ride has no brakes, no seatbelts, and definitely no emotional maturity. It all starts with Jasmine trying to convince the world and herself that her love for Matt was massive, colossal, practically the eighth wonder of the world, at least back when she could still breathe without feeling emotionally squeezed like a stress ball. But now, every word she says only makes things worse. And Matt? He decides to take things to a new low by asking if baby Matilda is even his. Yes, he actually went there. But to understand how we reach this point of soap opera madness, we must rewind. Picture the scene. Matt and Jasmine are arguing. Again, nothing new. What is new is that Gino pops in right in the middle of the chaos as if summoned by the universe to sprinkle extra drama on this disaster. And surprisingly, he's concerned. A little drunk, sure, but concerned. Jasmine, exhausted and done with life, finally breaks and confesses that nobody cares about how she feels. Not Matt, not Gino, not the therapists of TikTok. Nobody. And somehow, this hits Gino straight in the heart or maybe in the pride. Those two things are very close in his case. Then Jasmine makes her first fatal mistake of the night, trusting the wrong man. She opens up to Gino, sharing private details about her fight with Matt, like how Matt seems more worried about his family's expectations than about love. Error number 2? Laughing with her ex. That tiny giggle was enough to set Matt on fire. To him, Jasmine smiling at Gino looked like a betrayal performed in HD. So Matt snaps and reacts as if Jasmine were something he owned and could share. And just like that, the remaining scraps of dignity in their relationship evaporate. The next morning, the tension is so thick you could cut it with a spoon. Jasmine ends up confiding in Julia that Matt's mom told her she already had a perfect Romanian wife candidate lined up for Matt, complete with name, photos, and a whole backstory. Suddenly, all the weird comments and cold vibes make sense. Back at the studio, Matt publicly announces he won't wait for Jasmine forever. Jasmine is stunned. According to her, this was news. But things only get messier when Gino returns and decides to present Jasmine's underwear, which she only threw into his suitcase during a previous meltdown, like it's a trophy from an emotional war. The cast reacts with the maturity of middle schoolers, which is to say, 0. Later, during dinner, Jasmine opens up to Yara. Matt had lied he was talking to the Romanian woman, and had even considered moving in with her. The only reason he didn't? Jasmine got kicked out of Gino's place and ended up with Matt instead. Romance! And just when you think the chaos has peaked, Matt starts questioning the baby's paternity. He even says that if Matilda isn't his, he'd celebrate. Yes, celebrate. Because then he wouldn't be chained to a demon. Classy. By the end of the night, Jasmine is done. Not fake dramatic done. Actually done. She tells Matt that if he doesn't move out, she will. Relationship destroyed. Trust annihilated. Love buried under the rubble. Gino, meanwhile, finally closes his chapter with Jasmine. No hugs, no nostalgia, just the truth neither of them wants to face. And in the end, nobody wins. Not Jasmine, not Matt, not Gino, and definitely not baby Matilda, who didn't ask to be born into this emotional hurricane. Sometimes, love doesn't fall apart. Sometimes it self-destructs. And tonight, it absolutely did. Subscribe, hit the like button, and comment whether they should stay in the relationship or if it's time to end it once and for all. It seems the issue might come from Jasmine's personality, which may scare off men who want something real with her, or is it simply that she chooses the wrong ones?